My trip to Yosemite National Park was in the biggest so-called minibus I'd ever seen. The park is in California's Sierra Nevada, and we first had to wind through the densely wooded foothills. Tunnel view gave us our first sight of the Yosemite Valley, with Bridal Veil Falls on the right, backed by the Cathedral Rocks. This tractor and trailer combo was described as a tram and does a 2-hour guided tour of the valley floor. The Merced River is the primary watercourse through the valley. Yosemite is home to many waterfalls, but most are seasonal or short-lived after rainfall. The ones that flow for the longest are fed by melting snow and ice higher up in the mountains. The 622-foot high Bridal Veil does flow all year, with the highest flow being in May. It gets its name from the veil-like mist at the foot, which gets blown sideways with the valley's winds. The icy waters flow on down to the Merced River. It was then back to the bus to go to the Yosemite Falls. They flow for about 8 months of the year, drying up completely in late summer. It may look like one waterfall, but it actually consists of 3 sets of falls over an impressive 2,425 feet. From the valley floor, you can only see the upper and lower falls, but not the middle cascade section. Again, the wind swirled the mist around the base. There was a circular route in and out from the falls, allowing glimpses from alternative angles through the tall trees. One of the park's iconic peaks is Half Dome, rising 5,000 feet above the valley. We then saw the tractor tram again, and both their guide and our guide pointed out tiny specks on the face of El Capitan.
If you look straight at the nose right now, you can see climbers up there.
The rock climbers were tackling the sheer face of the cliff, a dangerous 3,000-foot climb, which can take anything from several hours to several days. Sadly, there have been a number of deaths, but many still cannot resist the challenge it presents. Our last stop of the day was for a 2.5-mile hike through to Alumni Grove to see the giant sequoias. They can live for 3,000 years and seem to go on up forever. There were good dogwood displays to enjoy on the way. Sequoias are surprisingly shallow-rooted for such large trees, and people were requested not to walk near the base of the trees for fear of damaging their roots. A much photographed tunnel has been created through a dead tree. The park's animals sensibly kept themselves well hidden in the main, but we did get distant glimpses of some bear cubs and later mule deer grazing in a meadow. It had been a long day, and I was glad that I was not the one having to drive back to San Francisco.